TKO here. And I'm going to give you all a few moments to just come on in and welcome yourselves in because today we are actually going to, I'm all about innovation on this channel. I'm all about trying different things and trying something new. So today we're going to be playing the phone call that we had the other day live. It's going to be just like a re-upload, except we're going to have your new comments on the new video. And then I'm going to open up the call lines afterwards because I really want to hear from you. We're going to be playing this video from the other day where I had a young lady who was on the line, and the young lady was saying that she feels that Black men treat Caribbean women, Black women from the Caribbean, better. And we had a bit of a discussion about that. And the comments that I've received afterwards have kind of been polarizing. So I want to ask you all your opinion because I'm Caribbean American. And I am also a life coach. I'm a certified clinical hypnotherapist. I'm a life coach with a specialty in relationship coaching. And I I have two minds about this, right? And so we're going to hash it out this morning. So welcome in everybody. I'm waiting for the people from the text notification squad. Yes, we're talking about Black American men. The title can only have but so many characters in it. You know what I mean? We could be talking about the woman in the phone call was talking about Black American men. You didn't get your text yet because it hasn't been 2 minutes. We haven't here. So listen, so I see that there's some people who are saying, you know what? As a matter of fact, okay, so listen, as a matter of fact, we might do a survey before we start. Okay, text just went out. The text just went out. So you all can start coming in. Welcome in text notification squad. Welcome, 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 welcome. Just so that you all know, part of the reason that I do the 15-minute countdown in the beginning is so that the text notification squad can get their text notification. And it's crazy because there's a content creator who is not innovative and he steals from other content creators. It's well known he steals. And he's stolen some of my graphics. He's stolen Cynthia G's talking points and repackaged them as his own and in a toxic way. And he's stolen my tumbleweed thing. He's stolen my 15-minute countdown. It's the parroting is funny because it's comical. Because these people depend so much. It's like the whole entire world depends on the innovation of Black people. And the innovation, the creativity, the sportsmanship, the craftsmanship, all of that, right? And so now people are starting to tell me that I stole this from a person who stole it from me because this person's platform is larger because of the toxicity and because of fake pumping of numbers as well. So nonetheless, we are here today. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome, 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 welcome. What we're going to do is we are going to, hold on. Is somebody ready for the block party? Let me take a look and see. Jehovosto says, I used to love this channel, but lately it's all about male bashing. I can't love myself as a man because all I am taught lately is to hate myself. Bring back the old Tanya Taka. Listen. Self-love comes from within, right? Jehovah. Self-love comes from within. We talk about loving yourself on this channel, right? And don't be dependent on me for you to love yourself. I teach lessons of how to love yourself on this channel. I even have an entire book dedicated. Let me grab my book. Dedicated to the affirmations. My foot is asleep. Lord of mercy. I'm limping. I don't know what's going on with my foot. I have an entire book dedicated to the affirmations that I said when I was living in my car and I needed that self-love boost, right? You all are delaying the video. You all are delaying the video. I want to get into the video, right? So I'm just going to say this. The book is available on Amazon. You are disingenuous, right? You want to ride me like a donkey for your pleasure, right? You want to ride me like a donkey for your pleasure. You are not a supporter of my channel. You are a hangers-on. Hanging on. You didn't support the old channel. You talk about bring back the old Tanya TKO. Put your money where your mouth is, mother effer. You want to sit back and complain about what you feel that you ain't getting. Listen, put your money where your mouth is. You're not a part of the text notification squad. You've never bought my book. You have not supported my channel financially in the past or present. And you're talking about how you used to love this channel. How long have you thought it was all right to abuse the channels you claim to love? Stop this madness. Go sit down somewhere. Go sit down. Speaking of sit down, listen, we are going to play the video. And you know what? This person, listen, don't get yourself blocked, G-Ho. Don't get yourself blocked. Just sit down. You know what? Loving yourself is taking an honest look at yourself. Loving yourself is taking an honest look at how you're showing up. Loving yourself is taking an honest look at what society looks like and where you fit into that. And there are a lot of issues that are brought on society, the world, in dating, in business, in industry, that males bring into that. Men are destroying this planet. And I want to do a video all by itself because men create these narratives. They create these narratives about why they feel that women are divorcing them, why 80% of divorce. Listen, I want to do a whole entire video about that. If you would like to see that video, let me know, right? But we're going to jump into this video today, and the video is about Black American men. Do they treat Black Caribbean women better? We're going to take a survey, right? And the survey is going to be 1, 2, and 3, right? If you feel that Black American men treat Black Caribbean women better, I want you to put up the number 1. If you feel that they treat, if you feel that they treat Black Caribbean women better, put up the number 1. If you feel that they treat, better is 1, same is 2. If you feel they treat them the same, put up the 2. If you feel that they treat them worse, put up a 3. All right? Better, same, worse, right? Better, same, worse. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's get the survey up. Here we go. All right, let's see. Let's see what we have. I just want to see the survey. All right, let's see. So I see 1, and then I see 2. 2s are coming in. All right, so the 2s are coming through. Let's see. All right, and then nobody has up a 3 just yet. Okay, all right. Okay, interesting. All right, so you know what? We're going to play the video. And then what we're going to do is we're going to have our commentary afterwards. So let's take a look and listen. You're on the Air Live with Tanya. What's your name?
My name's Roxanne. Good evening, Tanya.
Hey, Roxy. Talk to us. What's
How
your
you
comment
doing?
this evening? I'm fine, thank you.
Thank you so much for doing this topic. I wanted to bring out the fact that I know we're saying Black women, but I find that these black men, at least here in America, it's like they have a different category for black women who come out of the Caribbean, because some of the men, they have come at me the way that we're discussing, and then I have
Mm-hmm.
to chat to them, about how they talk to me. I'm not a boy. I'm not one of your homeboys. You're not going to greet me as such. And then they straighten up.
Mm.
Also, the little game that they're running, they know they're running a game. And then when they talk to me, they they put that to the side.
What do you
And it's
mean?
interesting because I watch American black women, by American I mean generationally been in this country,
Mm-hmm.
and when they try to speak up for themselves, the young black men, they just beat them down and beat them down as to how dare you try to stand up for yourself. But see, when I do it and I have to bring on my patois, they don't
Mm-hmm.
beat me down. Actually, I watch, because, where I live is a lot of black people. I watch one black male tell another black male, do not argue with her.
Mm.
And it's interesting. And by the way, these same black men who want these young black females, or who run through them, because that's what they do. They run their trains through them. When it comes time that they decide that they want to have a wife, that they want to have children, that who they want to raise, the traditional white picket fence,
Mm-hmm.
they're not choosing black women. They want to choose women of other races. So there's something wrong with how these black men were raised. Some of them may not have had
I'm c-
fathers, I
y-
understand that. But
hold
what did they
on.
watch their mothers go through?
Hold on. The majority of black men are with black women. What do you say to that? Because if you look at the data in the Census Bureau, most black men who get married marry black women. I think it's about 80%.
But what I'm saying is, we're saying black women, but I'm making a distinction between African American black women and black women from other countries.
Well, I don't, but no, I'm talking about marriage. How does that relate?
No, I'm talking about your study. So you mentioned the studies that most black men are married to black women.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is that by black women, what's the definition of black that we're using? Because I'm saying African American versus women of other
Okay.
nationalities who
Well, in
also
the
are black.
census, that is it's not really differentiated in the census. I believe they do separate black non-Hispanic in the census. So we're talking black, but from other countries, I don't know what that number is. And so
And that's the
I
distinction that I'm
but let me
making,
ask
because
you
the
this
black
question.
men, oh, go ahead.
What is it that makes you think that the black men who are getting married are choosing black women from other countries, islands, or nations?
Um, based on what I've seen, based on what I've seen, there is almost, I don't want to say they respect them more, but it seems as if they tend to respect the women from the Caribbean, or black women from other nationalities, more than they respect black women from here. I don't watch, well, I currently I don't watch a lot of Mr. Kitten's videos, but I remember one of the videos he was comparing African American women to Caribbean women, and how they carry themselves, how we carry ourselves, and how black women here don't carry themselves the same way. And I thought that that was a really unfair comparison, because he's beating down the same women he wants to help and comparing it to women who, more often than not, grew up in homes with fathers and their parents were married.
All right. So let me just say this as a person who is Caribbean American, right? Because I know sometimes people who are of Caribbean descent, they get together and they start talking and we start hierarching one another, right? There are a tremendous amount of problems that exist in relationships in the Caribbean between black men and black women, especially as it relates to infidelity, also child assault, the normalization of assault of children, intimate assault of children, right? And there is, as we sit here, right? I don't know. I don't know. I haven't done the research or seen the data or done any studies or samples about whether or not a man who is going to be disrespectful is going to temper his disrespect based on the nationality of the black woman or her parents, right? Unless there is, a male figure around that this person is afraid of. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if there is a familiarity that breeds contempt. I don't know. However, one thing that I do know is that bums are going to bum and nakers are going to nake. So if he's going to nake, he's going to be a bum wherever it is that he's going to be allowed to be a bum. And that it's up to a woman to see the red flags and the telltale signs of bumtitude and avert her gaze, go elsewhere. You know what I mean? Like I've not had the displeasure of interacting with too many bums, right? Very few bums. Most of the men that I interact with are men of a certain caliber because of what it is that I look for. But there are men out there who may attempt to disrespect me. And I don't know if he's going to be like, Tanya, where your father from? Oh, let me disrespect you now or not because of where, my parents may be from or what's on my birth certificate. I don't know. I don't know. But you're saying that that's your experience, so I respect your experience. But you're saying that because people feel online that you are Caribbean or Caribbean American, that they will tell other men not to argue with you. How do they even know? Do you have like a flag up?
Oh,
On
yes,
your, or
honey. I
you have
have
a
it on my
flag
car.
up. Interesting. So you have
The
a
first
flag
thing you
up, and
see
then they
besides the color
see.
of my car driving is my flag.
But I'm talking about
Um,
online. Online. So how do the people online know that you are Caribbean?
oh, the people online, they don't know. They don't know until I tell them. So the
So,
experience I was giving you was in real world experience, like
oh, in the real
in
world.
in
Okay.
real world, because
Got
uh,
you.
um,
Got you.
the people online. Here's what I find about people online: they'll say all kinds of things or type all kinds of things, but
Mm-hmm.
then if they ever have to say it in front of your face, they're too coward to say it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I don't really, some of what people type online, I take it like a grain of sand. I go by real world experience. What do
Right.
I see
Well,
in front of me? And I have rose tinted glasses. And by the way, everything you said about the Caribbean is true. All communities, all countries have their issues and problems very similar to the United States. However, if you don't research, right, if you don't research that country, you won't know it. All you would know is the people who emigrated to the U.S. and what you have access to see.
okay. Well,
And they're a lot of times they're basing their judgment on access to see. Um, it is
Well, I want to.
the.
We've gone over your time for the call, but I
Oh, I'm
wanted
so
to.
sorry.
No, it's quite all right. But I wanted to ask so I can understand just a little bit more. So you're saying that the flag that you have up in your car is a deterrent to people disrespecting you, and that you have witnessed Black American men disrespecting Black American women and then turn to you and say, oh, leave her alone because they saw your flag or you were speaking patois to them.
Yes, yes. And sometimes if they
Where
don't
were
see
you
the flag,
at? Where were you at that you saw Black men disrespecting another group of women and then they turned to you? Where was this?
so I lived in Minneapolis
Mm-hmm.
and then in Detroit. I also had the opportunity to go to the South as well, travel throughout the South in my car.
No, I mean,
Um,
what type
and
of event were you at, or what was it a festival? I want to know, how did you witness
um,
the disrespect of someone else over here, and then they were going down the line being disrespectful. Then they saw you, looked at the flag, and they were like, "Oh no, leave her alone." So what type
I,
of event was it that there was a procession of disrespect going down the line of women?
a lot of it is my college experiences.
So in
So
college,
these are on college at campuses.
okay. So on the college
Um,
campus, you would see, so you were at like a party and you saw men disrespecting women.
Yep, or just in general conversation, not even a party. Just in general conversation, how women are greeted, how they're talked to. Um, some of these dudes talk to the women like they're dudes themselves. Like you do realize you're talking to a female. There's a certain way you should speak to a female. At least that's how I was raised.
I need an example so I can understand. So give me an example. You were at an event and these
So
black men were being
I give you
disrespectful. Mm-hmm.
I give you a baseline example, right? Where
Mm-hmm.
if I didn't tell you who I was, you wouldn't know who I was, right? No flag, no anything. You come in and it's, hey, what's up? Excuse me. I will correct you, and I'll turn around and look and see who you're talking to, and if you talk to me, I'll say good afternoon or good evening, or because we're not where I was raised. You don't greet someone what's up, especially if you're a man talking to a female.
A
You
woman.
know, and right.
I'm
You
confused as
don't.
to why you're
It's
calling
not like
women
we're brother and
females as
sister or
well.
cousins, right? Right. So you don't know me, and I've walked in, and you're greeting me like you're greeting some dude on the street.
But I don't see what that has to do with your nationality. And then also, I'm
So
confused as to why you're calling women females. You're calling men men, but women females.
um, I I have no explanation for that as to
Mm,
why I do that. Sometimes I'll say male, and sometimes I'll say women. I use them interchangeably,
got you.
but
Got
I
you.
don't mean anything negative
I
by
got
it.
you. I got you.
Um, I will say one thing I learned by being in Michigan
Mm-hmm.
when I stopped, because I did take the flag off of my car. One thing I learned quickly was that even though I may not have the flag or people can't see it, I've been told, well, you're not one of us. You don't speak the way we speak. You don't, and I'm speaking just how I speak every day, right? You don't speak the way we speak. You don't look like one of us. And that still to this day, it confuses me because if you ever saw me, I have melanated skin.
Okay.
I'm dark skinned.
Okay.
So there is there, there also may be something about me that when you come to New York or encounter me, even without a flag, I'm not. Some have said you come from somewhere, Roxanne, but it is not here. It's not America,
Got you. So you think that
as it was
women from
put
the
to me.
Caribbean get treated better by Black American men than Black American women?
Yes,
I would need you to show
yes.
me evidence of that. I'd need to see evidence of that because, you know, a means to an end, right? I'm going to say this, and we're going to jump to the next call. But a person who is just not a decent person can try to hold up a facade for a little while, to be able to gain good favor or to set a certain impression. But the proclivities, those things are embedded in who the person is. So a man who is going to be a bum to Sheila is going to be a bum to Petra, is going to be a bum to Becca. You know what I'm saying? It's like bums are gonna bum and nakers gonna nake. And it's like it's not so much about who the woman is, but who the man is, because a woman cannot keep make a dog a cat. Dog is gonna be a dog. No matter what flag you're spinning, like a dog can pretend to be a cat for a little while, but at the end of the day, the dog is gonna start barking. Didn't you see that Chinese zoo that had that big fluffy dog with a fake mane around its neck trying to pretend that it was a lion and then the lion started barking? I mean, it's like they could suppress for a little while, but at the end of the day, it's like a woman doesn't make a man who it is that he's going to be. He can try to hold it up to get her, hold up a facade to get her or to woo her. But at the end of the day, his programming has been embedded in there from the time that he was 8 years old.
I do agree with you. I would say this: people can change, and this is from what I've seen personally. When a person or a man chooses that he wants to change to get whatever it is he desires, he will do it.
And I'm telling you this, right?
And I'm not saying a woman is making him change, but he
This is what
has
it sounds like.
decided.
This is what it sounds like you're saying, because think about how difficult it is for you to break a habit that even you want to change. All of us want. The January 1st came, everybody said they was working out more. Here then by March, the belt loop was that they was like, F it, I'm just gonna put another hole in the belt loop. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
a person can want to change, but change, I'm telling you, as a life coach and a certified clinical hypnotherapist, change takes effort. It doesn't take a woman's beauty or the country she's from or her cursing us out, or it doesn't take that. It takes a person going into deep behavioral change, going to see a therapist and working deeply on their issues. And what I don't want you to do is go out there and think that you get in the pick of the litter that somebody else didn't get if this person has not really truly invested the time in doing the work. And I love you, Roxanne, and I want you to go out there and be great, but don't think that a person who says they want to change is going to change simply because they say it. They have got to do an intense amount of therapy, work, behavioral change, all of that.
Oh, I believe you. I do understand. I understand that.
Okay.
I want to thank you so much for taking my call and
Thank
speaking
you.
with me. One last thing I wanted to just maybe throw out there is value. You know what a man values, or what some of these men value. If they don't value the person that is in front of them, whether it's a black woman or a white woman or wherever she's from, then they're not gonna care. I what I
I need that to be a thumbnail. That's what I need. I need this face right here. I need that to be a thumbnail. I'm sorry. I had to pause the video just momentarily. We're going to jump right back into it. Are you all following along? I'm going to read the apples in a moment. I'm going to open up the phone lines after this. This is the basic gist of the call. The call is about to end soon, but it's like we have these ideals that we cling to, and I want to hear from Caribbean. I want to hear from Caribbean women. So if you listen, I'm going to open up the phone lines. We're going to do some surveys. We're going to talk live. I want to hear from some women who are from the Caribbean, who speak with the Caribbean accent. Both parents are Caribbean, who are here in America or who have gone back to the Caribbean. So please tag some of your friends, your family members, or whomever, because I really want to get to the bottom of this, because I want to know, right? I want to know. I want to hear from American women. I want to hear from Caribbean American women. So please start tagging some people right now so that they can come in so that we can have this conversation, because I want to get down to the bottom of this. We're going to jump back into the ending part of the phone call. But this face right here. I just remember being in that moment, feeling the feeling that I was feeling as she was desperately attempting to cling on. And now she's talking about value and let's go back. Let's go back. All right. Hold on. I haven't opened the phone lines yet, so hold on, okay? Hold on. I'm gonna open them in a moment.
am
Hold on. Let's
concerned
rewind just a
about is
little bit.
that
Yeah, just to rewind. Intense amount of therapy, work, behavioral change, all of that.
oh, I believe you. I do understand. I understand that.
Okay.
I want to thank you so much for taking my call and
Thank
speaking
you.
with me. One last thing I wanted to just maybe throw out there is value. You know, what a man values, or what some of these men value. If they don't value the person that is in front of them, whether it's a black woman or a white woman or, you know, wherever she's from, then they're not gonna care. I, what I am concerned about is that the black men, American men, not valuing black African American women and putting all other women above their women. And by all other women, don't mean just white women, but women from other nationalities or
I
women of
suggest you,
color
do you know
above
who
their
Cynthia
women.
G is?
Yes,
Do you watch her videos? She got a series
I
called
watch
They
them
Get
from
the
time to
Same.
time. Yes.
She got a series that goes, they got the same black men that black women get. And what I don't want you to do is, I don't want you to think that change is a matter of what they value. Because a person doesn't treat you the way they treat you because of who you are. They treat you the way they treat you because of who they are. This is why out of wedlock birth rate in the black community, what do you think it is? What do you think it is in the black community here in
I think
America?
maybe 80%, 83%.
About 70%, right? About 70%. What do you think it is in interracial relationships, abandonment of biracial babies? These men who these women are their preference. They value that white skin. They want that white skin. What do you think the abandonment rate of biracial babies is?
If not the 70% you listed, then higher than 80%, 85%.
According to stats that Cynthia G states, it's 90%. 90%. It's almost 100% abandonment. So they value that white skin. They want those biracial babies, but they don't have, listen, having successful relationships is not an accident. And it's not something that you just come by because of good wishes and what it is that you want. It takes training yourself to be a good partner. You don't just become a good partner because you're super attracted to a person or you value them as a human being. You become a good partner through doing the internal work on yourself, practicing how to be a good partner and doing that give and take, learning a person. That it, like, being a good partner is more than just wistful thinking. And I don't want you to go out there thinking that it's what it is that he values. He does not treat you how he treats you because of who you are. He treats you how he treats you because of who he is. And at the end of the day, when all is said and done and that facade is let down, you got the same black man that did not do the internal work before that. Same one. Regardless of how bright your flag is, how many colors are on there, how good your punani is, how wet it is, how long your hair is, how straight it is, how tall you are, how thin you are, how big your titties are, how small they are, how flat they... Look, even Beyonce got cheated on. Come
This
on.
is true.
Come on. Who could have a woman more desirable than that? There's a saying that men talk about new punani, right? And he's like, no matter how beautiful a woman is, there's some man out there that's tired of effing her.
This is true.
Anyway, I appreciate you calling in. Thank you for having this phone call with me.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll see you later. Thank you, Roxanne. What is that? All right. As a matter of fact, we could go ahead and jump into the apples right now. What's that I hear? All right. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So we have Lisa Donnelly who has sent $5 for support. We appreciate that, Lisa. We thank you to all of the people who send apples in and support the show. Today's show will be sponsored by the Cash Apple, so thank you so much. Lynn sends $5 and says, for dealing with the confused caller. Hey, you know what? We're going to deal with some more callers in a moment. So thank you all for the apples. I appreciate that. The link to send cash apps is in the description. And so let's have a conversation. I want to hear from you and see how you feel about this, because I don't know. I want to hear your expertise. And for those of you who are in the Caribbean, I'm going to be taking calls on the WhatsApp. So I'll let you know when I'm opening up for the WhatsApp calls. As a matter of fact, why don't we do this? Why don't we take a few? We'll take 3 callers, and then we'll jump to a WhatsApp call, because I want to hear from people who are in the Caribbean, and that's a good way. So the telephone number is right here across the screen. The Cash Apple name is across the screen as well. So let's get the phone line open and let's see what we have here. All right. All right, phone lines are open. 323-488-3149. The premise is that there are Black men who will disrespect Black women. I'm put you on hold for just one moment. Who will disrespect Black American women, but then when it comes to a Black Caribbean woman, that they'll be on their best behavior. That is the theory. And there are people who are saying, yes, it is true. And there are people who are saying, no, it is not true. So I will say this, right? I don't get the person hung up. I don't get treated poorly by men. I don't demand respect. I don't do any of that. I don't, you better respect me. I said you respect. I don't do any of that. You better treat me right. I don't do any of that. Either you treat me right or I'm gone. Either you have what it is that I'm looking for or you don't. I don't get with a person who doesn't have the characteristics that I'm looking for. And when I realize that it's not a good fit, then I make my shift. I'm going to put you on hold for a moment. I shift when it is that I need to shift if it's not a good fit. Like that, I don't understand why there's so many men who come out here complaining, you gonna go 50-50 with me. Go find somebody who wants to go 50-50 with you. It's very simple. You don't have to stand up there trying to force a person who wants to be taken care of to go fit. There's plenty of people out there who are for you. Leave who's not right for you and go to whom is. So I am trying to I need somebody to help me with an iPhone setting, right? Because I need somebody to help me. I need somebody to help me turn off the call capability. You see, I need someone to help me turn off the call capability, because I've already turned on Do Not Disturb on my iPhone. I need someone to help me turn off the call capability for WhatsApp from coming through the phone. I need to figure out where's the setting to stop an app from accessing cellular data, because what I don't want is people who are calling in on WhatsApp for their number to come up on the screen and then their anonymity is taken away. So if somebody could help me do that, that would be great. I don't know where to look in these iPhone settings. So, all right. So we're going to take this call and then I'm going to finish explaining my stance, because I feel like I've had this person on hold for a while. All right, go ahead and turn off your TV or turn it down in the background and talk to me through the phone, okay? I can hear you. Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. What is your name? You are on the air live. Mm. So hold on, they're saying they can't hear you. Hold on. They're saying they can't hear you, and I'm sitting here listening to you. Okay. I just fixed your microphone issue. They couldn't hear you. I need you to go right back to the very beginning. So I'm going to start like we do in the call over. Hello, you're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
It's Yana.
Hi, Yana. So you're on the air live. What is your comment this morning?
Okay, I was saying that what that lady's talking about, that's how I don't know what she's talking about because I'm from New York
Mm-hmm.
and both my parents are Jamaican. I was raised in a Jamaican household, not an American household at all. And I can tell you, as soon as a guy find out that you're Caribbean, they only want to talk to you because you're Caribbean. It's like being fetishized. It's if you think about it, it's like if an American go to Jamaica, the Jamaican men are gonna want to talk to them because they're gonna stand out. You're gonna be American to them. You understand? Like you wanna be
Mm-hmm.
foreign, but it's just to kind of have like a check on their list. So, like for example, I have friends that are American. They say, "Yeah, I like talking to Caribbean girls because it's like, ooh, I was able to talk to a Jamaican girl. Ooh, I was able to talk to a Trinidad girl. Ooh, I was able to get a Guyanese girl, Puerto Rican, Dominican, Panamanian. Same difference. It's
Mm.
we don't get treated better. It's just like a check on their list. It's like a fetish,
Mm.
you know." So I
Interesting.
don't know what
Okay.
she's talking about.
Okay.
She's tripping. And you're from New York, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you know. Yeah, so I don't know what she's talking about. And then when I heard her saying, I was like, man, she gonna make Cynthia G start creating videos about us thinking that we getting a different black man we don't. We
Okay.
don't.
All right. So you're saying that you have been treated like a fetish by Black American men because they find out that your parents are Caribbean?
Yeah, like to them it's like, oh, like okay, she's Jamaican and it's just a check off in their list. That's all it is, you know?
So you're saying that you would be in the early stages of a relationship and things will be how will things be going?
Like it'll be cool, but like what I notice is like they'll okay, like the example I could use is like for example my husband, like he's white and black and he'll say stuff like, everything is always about me being Jamaican. Like it's the focal point and it's not like it's just you as a person.
No, I need
Like if it's
examples. I
like for
need you to
example,
tell
like
me.
if
Give me an
it's
example,
like I get
please.
upset
Thank
and I
you.
curse him out,
Mm-hmm.
it's like oh, there go that Jamaican stuff. It's like it's kind of used against you.
You be cursing your husband out?
Yeah, because he gets on my nerves.
Okay. And then he'll be like, well, are you cursing him out in patois? Are you calling him a pussy hole and
Both.
pussy clot? And you expect him to be like,
Yeah.
that's not a Jamaican coming out?
But no, but listen, but it's like okay, even when I curse him out in regular English, he'll be like, "Oh, there go that Jamaican stuff." Like it's yeah, he does it either way.
Oh, are you two gonna last?
I don't know, but he just gets on my nerves. But he like that's to me it's normal. Like everybody, there are arguments or whatever. But what I was just saying is like we don't get treated better.
Okay,
It's
well,
the same, you
thank you
know.
so much for giving your point of view on the call, my dear. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Have a great day. All right. So listen, I need you all to help me. I'm not taking another phone call until we figure out this iPhone thing. I need to stop um I need to stop WhatsApp from having privileges. I don't know how to stop app privileges on the iPhone. Somebody help me. You know what? I'm going to Google it. But if you all can help me, that'll be great. How to stop WhatsApp cellular calls on iPhone. Let's see. All right. Okay, WhatsApp can't use your cellular data, meaning that you'll only be able to send or receive messages over Wi Fi connection. All right, perfect. Okay, so let me turn off Wi Fi then, and then hopefully that will change. But what do I need to hold on? How to turn off cellular data for WhatsApp on iPhone. These iPhones are so confusing. Hold on. All right. Click on WhatsApp. Click on turn off cellular data. Hold on. Go to settings. Give me 1 second. I know this is not, but it is what it is. Go to settings. I'm in settings. Open iPhone settings. This is the gray cog icon. I'll show you all what the hell I'm looking at. All right. the gray cog icon. Then it says scroll down and tap WhatsApp. Okay, so I clicked on I clicked on settings. All right, so I need to go down and then click on WhatsApp. Okay, so WhatsApp, I've clicked on it. Oh, turn off cellular data. Aha! Got it. Hey. All right. Oh, I did it. All right. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, because there's been a lot of WhatsApp phone calls that have been coming through, but they've been trying to come through on my phone. So I turned on Do Not Disturb before. I don't know how to turn off Do Not Disturb. Okay, Do Not Disturb. Okay, I've turned it off. Okay. I'm learning this slowly but surely. I don't find that iPhones are intuitive at all. I don't find them to be intuitive at all. At all. Okay, so let's get all of this stuff off of my screen. Let's get the apples back up. Oh my God. And what is going on? Oh my Lord. Did I disconnect? I think I disconnected. Oh, screen. It disconnected me when I turned off the cellular data or the Do Not Disturb. Let's go to a quick commercial break and then we'll take the WhatsApp caller. Are you tired of missing Tanya TKO's live videos? Arriving late when the video is well underway or about to end? Are you fatigued of only seeing a live video randomly while perusing YouTube and Facebook? Or worse, randomly unsubscribed? Well, now you can get a text notification whenever I go live. No longer are we dependent on the algorithm of these fickle platforms. For just $1.99 a month US and Canada or $4.99 a month international, you get a personalized text message 15 minutes before each live show. Now, you can show up early with the Tech Squad, meet other people from all over the world, and get invited to secret broadcasts off-platform. Most importantly, support your favorite independent creator. Go to TanyaTKO.com and click on text. Join the TKO Tech Squad today for just $1.99 a month US and Canada or $22 a year if you pay in advance. $4.99 a month international, $50 a year if you pay in advance. You'll never again be tardy to the party. I'll see you on the next broadcast. TanyaTKO.com/text. Are you tired of missing? All right, I realize what the issue is. In order to connect the apples to the computer, I have to be connected to Wi-Fi. So I cannot turn off the Wi-Fi. So, look, the call is coming in on the phone, on my iPhone right now. I need to stop it from even having access to call at all. That's what I need. This is what I need. I'm not going to deal with I need, because there's a call coming in. Yeah, hi, hello? I need somebody to help me stop WhatsApp from being able to get any calls coming in. Yeah, hello? See, but now I'm not able to answer the calls. This is unbelievable. But the calls are still coming through. See, what's going to happen is when a person calls, if it comes through on the phone that I'm using for the apples, their phone number is going to come up on the screen. And I don't know how to stop it. And I need to stop it. Somebody help me. Help me. Oh, you're saying, uninstall it from my phone. Thank you. That's what I'm going to do. I'll uninstall, what do you call this? I'll uninstall WhatsApp from the phone. That makes sense. So let me, let's see, remove app. Delete app, remove app from home screen, delete app. It says deleting this app will also delete its data, but any documents or data stored in iCloud will not be deleted. Okay, so I really, Okay, I haven't done my backup, so let me do a backup real quick. Let me do a backup real quick. I'm sorry. This is. I'm sorry. Just this. I feel like the broadcast is messed up. I feel like just ending the broadcast, honestly. But um, how do you do your? How do you do storage and data? How do I do my backups on here? Reset auto download settings. Media auto download, that's not what I want. Use less data, manage storage. I just want to do a backup real quick. I've turned off the notifications already. Notifications are off and it's still coming up. Notifications are off and it's still coming up. So I'm telling you, nothing. Hold on. Let me see if I could turn off notifications from inside the app. Let's see. Look, there are no notifications that are turned on this thing. None. I've already done that. And this is what I'm saying. I really, iPhones just are not intuitive, just not intuitive at all. All right. So app data is not backup to your backup. So how do I back up the stuff? Accounts, chats, let's see. This is unbelievable. Settings, finish setting up your profile, link devices, account, chats, notifications, store. You only back up when you reinstall. Storage and data, use less data, network usage, sent, received, outgoing. I just want to do a backup right now. I'm going to turn on the phone lines in one more second. I didn't realize that this was going to take so long. Media upload quality. This is not what I need to do. Link devices, start, set up your profile, account, privacy, security, two-step, change number, request account info, delete account. I just want to do, you know how, because I turned off the Wi-Fi, but the Wi-Fi just it doesn't help because I need to also have the apples connected via Wi-Fi. All right, I'm just going to go ahead and uninstall it and just hope that the data does not delete. Someone is saying, be careful with Caribbean men. Some like to hit women. Men like to hit women. Abusive men like to hit women. It's like you got to be careful of abusive men. I don't know how to do the backup. Night Star, show me how to do the backup. Show me. I'll Google it. How to do backup in WhatsApp on iPhone. It says, how can I back up WhatsApp messages in iPhone? Where is WhatsApp backup stored? How do I back up WhatsApp if cloud is full? How to back up WhatsApp on an iPhone or Android? Here we go. All right. Let's see. You can back up your WhatsApp data to make sure you don't lose your chats and shared photos. It says on an Android, on an iPhone. Hold on. Let's scroll down and see. It says how to back up WhatsApp on an iPhone. Open WhatsApp, tap settings at the bottom right-hand corner. Okay. And then it says chat backup. That's not in here. It says chat wallpaper saved to camera roll. That chat backup is not in here. If it was, then I would have done that already. Am I missing something? It says click on settings. What date did this come out? 2020. On an iPhone 2021. All right. How to back up and restore WhatsApp chat history 2021. Cloud words. All right, let's see. Why you should back up your data. Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, you all. Actually, I'm not sorry. I don't care at this point. I'm not sorry if you have an issue with the broadcast and you want to jump off. How do I back up my WhatsApp? Okay, click on settings. No, get out of here. All right. It says click on settings, then click on chats. Okay. Then from chats, go to chat backup. All right, there we go. Chat backup. All right. And then it says, all right, cool. Back up now. There we go. Back up now. Okay, so it's backing up now. And then how to back up WhatsApp on Android. Okay, no. So, and let's see. So we're going to do that. All right. So we're getting it together. We're getting it together. All right. So we just had a little break. I need to connect the apples back again. This right here is backing up. It says back. Okay, let me click back up now because I had to include videos in there, So give me just 1 second. I need to turn the apples back on. Bear with me or not. It's really up to you, honestly. You got to do what you got to do for you. I know what I need to do for me, and I'm doing it right now because I want to get this taken care of. All right, so that we don't have this issue in the future, because I would rather do this than one person's data get put out there when the call comes through. All right, so it's backing up the data right now, 295 megabytes out of 300 megabytes. So that's where we're at right now. So bear with me for some more moments. I hope you all are doing well out there. It is a beautiful Saturday. Wait, no, today's Sunday. Today's Sunday. All right. So it backed up. Okay, cool. So now I'm going to uninstall WhatsApp from my phone. Remove app, delete app, delete. Perfect. Now it's deleted. All right. So now let's open up the phone call for WhatsAppians. Okay. So let's get you all up here. Oh, Lord, the computer needs to be updated now, but that's fine. We are going to look for WhatsApp app, open that, and then we're going to take our WhatsApp phone call. I'm glad that we invested the time in doing that because I felt that was important to do. And I'm glad that we got it done because Sunday fun day. That's right. All right. WhatsApp is opening on the computer. Give it just one moment. The apples have not opened back up. So let me just make sure that the apples are connected to the right thing. There we go. So now the WhatsApp are back on. It says trying to reach phone. Make sure your phone has an active internet connection. So it seems like I need to be connected to Wi-Fi. I am connected to Wi-Fi. Oh, it won't connect now that I have uninstalled it. It needs to be installed on my phone in order to be able to take calls on the computer. All right, people on WhatsApp, you're not going to be able to call today. Unless it's not, you're not going to be able to call because now that I've uninstalled it, the call won't come through. We're going to have to figure that out another time. We're going to open back up the phone lines for people who can. Phone lines are open, 323-488-3149. And let's 323-488-3149. Taking the first call that is coming through. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hey, Tanya, it's Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. I had wrote down a few points because I was listening to the caller before with the last broadcast, the lady, the New York woman. I am also Caribbean. My parents, every one of my relatives, they're all from different Caribbean islands. I live in New York, and I had a few points that I wanted to make. I am very big on picking up energies, and I just got like a vibe of more like a exotical vibe. Like, when you think you're a little bit different, and yeah, I'm different. So
that's why I'm getting different treatment. And I appreciate you saying it. They get the same black man. But the thing I wanted to say was, she said that they don't treat her the same, but then she gave examples of having to correct them. Don't talk to me like that. Don't address me this way. Don't address me that way. So, yeah, that basically means that they are acting the same to you. You just have to step out of yourself to correct them. And technically, that's what Black American women do. And that's what Caribbean, American or Caribbean women do. They correct a man when he's acting out of pocket. Um, Also, the only people I'm making a distinction between, like, I feel like it's women in a sense. Like it's almost like I'm not a Keisha or a Shanae.
Mm.
I'm a different kind of black girl. Like
Mm.
and if you say that you have the decal in your car and that they treat you differently for that, how come you were not able to give examples? She was able to give examples about everything you said, except for give me an example when a man was acting a certain way to an African American woman and
Mhm.
then said, not that one because she's Caribbean. That was the
Mhm.
only thing she wasn't able to answer. And it speaks volumes. It shows that it's just a thought in her head and it's not a fact, because facts are
Yeah.
proven with, it wasn't even a lived experience. She couldn't even give one lived experience of
Yeah.
how a man would look at a black woman, act a certain way, and then look at a Caribbean woman and act differently.
Yeah.
Um, I'm sorry, I wrote notes, so I have like two more points on my
Yeah,
note.
go ahead.
Um, she also said that people don't know she's Caribbean, and then she said that they respect her background. It's like, if they don't know you're Caribbean, how can they then know you're Caribbean and then automatically respect you after you correct them and say, don't talk to me like that, I'm
Mhm.
Caribbean? Like, that didn't
Okay.
make sense to me. Also, for me, it's a degrading of other women to elevate other women for me. In my opinion, it's almost like the exoticals and the other categories. There any when a black man, a black American man who is self-hating looks at any person that is not exactly like him, he'll elevate them. It's almost like us Caribbean women, if you look at it in a sense, on the totem pole of where they rate you, we're
Mhm.
only, for them, the self-hating men, one tiny bit inch above a black American woman. We're still way at the bottom getting treated the same way. It's more or less like a fetish. It's like the other caller said,
Okay,
oh,
well, you
you're
know what?
Caribbean?
I wanna, I
Speak
wanna, I
patois.
wanna, I wanna jump in there real quick, right?
Okay.
Because I feel like this needs to be mentioned. The type of man who is going to decide to be on his best behavior based on a
Yes.
woman not being of the same background as him is really
Yes.
not the type of man that is all that great. He's not that great.
Exactly.
He has some
he's,
problems.
he's a shit.
Yeah,
Exactly. He's
well,
self-hating. He just wants whatever is not exactly like him, which shows that you don't even want what you are. And it's like, for instance, for me, I have locks, and I met a guy like a year or two ago, and he kept on saying all these disparaging comments about women with weaves and braids, and I'm like, sir, I just want to let you know, I don't care about weaves and braids. I wear it under my locks sometimes. I like self-expression, and I don't think anything is wrong with a woman wearing anything on her head. And he kept on making these comments, and one day, I we started dating. Well, while we were dating, he made those comments, and I didn't know any better because I didn't realize that he was putting down someone else. It was just kind of comments. But one day, I actually got a little nosy, looked into his Facebook account, and noticed that all the women he was talking to was the opposite of me.
what do you
All they
mean?
want to do is disparage other women so that you seem to be elevated. That's all they want to do. They want to say, oh, you're not like the rest of the Shanaes. You're better. Just like they do to the exoticals. You're not like the black girls. You're better. You're more docile. You're this, you're that. That's literally all they're doing. And if we can't see that, we going to get caught up in the BS.
Interesting, interesting. Okay. All
And
right.
also, in regard to the caller, only making an assumption because I literally don't know her. I don't know if she thinks she's getting treated better by Black American men because Caribbean men can be a little rough, but it's just a personality trait. You know, like I know a lot of our Caribbean men, they talk a little harder, deeper, maybe be more aggressive. And maybe because Black American men have a different kind of aggression, I'm not sure if she's equating their level of persistence or aggression to how valuable she might be. But if you have to have a decal in your car for a man to approach you appropriately, I take the damn decal down and see who the hell is really real for me.
No, the hell you didn't. You
I'm
said
serious.
take the decal down. Oh my
Take
Lord!
it down.
Take
Because when the white folks see you, they don't go, "Are you a regular black, or are you an African, or are you a Jamaican, or are you from the Virgin Islands?" They say black skin. That's what they say. So if you really, thinking that your decal is shielding you from something, you need to look inward because it ain't shielding you from a damn thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome,
you,
Tanya. Love your show and love you.
Thank you. Go out there and love yourself too, mama. All right?
Girl, you already know. Thanks.
All right,
Bye.
bye. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. If you are in the Caribbean or whatnot, and you have dated Black American men and you want to speak, I'm going to ask you to send me a message. I apologize for. Give me just one moment. I'm going to jump to you in a second. I apologize for not engaging during that last phone call and kind of looking off to the side. I was reinstalling up WhatsApp and getting it back connected to the computer. And I'm going to ask WhatsApp people to not call me unless you want your phone number to be shown to the public. If you would like to maintain your anonymity, then please send me a message on WhatsApp and I'll call you back. Just send me a message and say, I would like to talk about, whatever issue it is we're talking about today, which is Black American men treating Caribbean women better. Just send me a message on WhatsApp and I'll call you back. And that way you can still maintain your anonymity. You can still have your voice heard. And we don't have to deal with this tech support issue that I don't know how to solve at the moment. All right. So we're going to take this call. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
My name is Everett Mitchell. I'm one of your followers on Facebook. I'm an African-American black male.
Your name is Ever. I'm sorry. Hello, sir. Please.
Yes, I'm here.
Slow down, okay? Hold
okay.
on. Slow down. Slow down. Is everything all right this morning?
Oh, yes, it is. I just left my nephew's football game.
Oh,
the
wow.
Little League
I guess
football.
you're a little amped up, right? Well, just calm down for a moment, please.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm an African-American black man.
Hold on. Calm down. I don't even know your name. You said it, but it went by so quickly that I'm trying to ask you questions. I need you to engage with me on the phone. Okay? This is not a chance to filibuster. This is an opportunity for a conversation. All right?
Yes.
All right. So you're on the air live. What did you say your name was?
My name is Everett Mitchell.
Okay. Hi, Everett. So what is your comment this morning?
My comment is this. When it comes to American black women or Caribbean black women, it depends on that woman's character. It's not necessarily because a lot of American women are independent and can sometimes be selfish. Caribbean women can be very selfish and independent at the same time. All black women, whether you're from America or the Caribbean, have gone through their own struggles. But the vast majority of black men aren't holding up their end of the spectrum of responsibility and respect, in relationships. For me, if a sister has her own, and I don't care, and I'm a chef, by the way, I make good money. I wouldn't care if she was making more money than me. Accept it. Just do your part. Bring to the table what you can only afford to bring. Don't put out all these fantasies and then play a game and then say, well, this sister, because she's from America, she's a certain way. Because you have a lot of women that's of Caribbean descent that's just like American black women
So
that can be full of it.
let's talk about your first statement. You said that
Okay.
it depends on the character of the woman. What depends on the character of the woman?
That woman, see, when I say character, your character defines who and what you are as a person, not your name. Your name is an identifier. Your character tells
Hold on,
everyone you
hold on.
come
I didn't
across.
ask you what character was. I need you to answer the question that I'm asking you. I just need you to just, I speak very softly, right? And I don't,
Hmm.
I'm from New York, but I don't often speak as quickly as the typical New Yorker. So I need you to just stay in the conversation with me, slow down, and listen to the question that I'm asking. You said it depends on the character of the woman. What is the it? What is the it that depends on her character?
The it is if she's forthcoming, a loving, caring, open, and honest, as well as being communicative with
Okay,
her thoughts
let me
and feelings.
I don't want to lead the question. I'm going to ask it in a different way. Are you saying that a man will treat a Caribbean woman better if she has the type of character that he's looking for?
No, I am not.
Okay, so please
I
explain.
I am not looking at a woman, whether she's from the Caribbean or the United States, any differently, because a black woman is a black woman no matter where you go.
Okay.
It depends on that black woman's personality, shall I say,
What depends
and
on her
character,
personality? What depends on her personality?
her mindset. Okay,
Okay.
for example, if you go on Facebook, a lot of these sisters, whether they from over here or over there, that put these pictures up. A lot of, you have a lot of them that put these raunchy pictures up and then look for a man to respect them. A man will have more respect for a woman if she makes him chase her. Why? Because we know that she knows her value. Because if you come easy, the average man will dog you. But when we know we got to work, we know that you know your value. So now we're going to respect your value more than
Okay.
anything, whether you
Can you see
Caribbean
the
or American.
flaw? Can you see the flaw in that logic? So you're saying that the average man will dog a woman if she does not put up some sort of facade about how much she really wants him to.
Yes,
Do you see the
yes.
flaw in that logic?
Well, yes and no. For example, a lot of Caribbean women are more standoffish
You
in
driving with a
relationships
man right
because they
now?
have to be. Excuse me?
You driving with a man right now?
Yes, my brother.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead.
You know, Caribbean women are more standoffish when it comes to American men. American women are less standoffish at times. Because there's been times when I've seen women from the Caribbean that I knew was beautiful and had a beautiful heart, and I've even tried to engage with them. But because I was not of a Caribbean descent or ideology, it get overlooked. So, in that aspect, I must say
So
there's
you're
a big
saying that
difference.
you value a woman more the more she does not want you.
No, no.
That's what
Listen,
it
now we
sounds
about
like
to
you're
be
saying.
interrupted. What I'm basically saying before we get interrupted with my brother's music is this. I value me more than anything, but I value a woman who knows herself and is
Right.
appreciative of a black man that's coming to her correct. Thank you.
His brother didn't even respect him enough. So you knew he was in the passenger seat. I just, I, oh my Lord, have mercy on me. I need a moment after that. I need to drink water after that phone call. Let me just tell you all, right? Let me just tell you all, right? I'm going to tell you this, right? A man who loves himself and knows his worth, right? A man who loves himself, knows his worth, and knows that he is a great catch. He respects a woman who can feel within her spirit that he is a great catch as well. And that there's something about her intuition that tells her to rock with him, right? A nigga that knows he ain't shit will be like, why is this bitch giving me a chance when she can't tell that I'm not shit, right? This is the translation that I'm giving you all. And some men will be like, you don't know what you're talking about. But I'm translating this for you because oftentimes men don't really understand what it is that they are articulating. So they, because of the lack of love that they have for themselves, they judge a woman harshly for giving him more of a chance than he feels that he deserves. He feels that he needs to get with a woman who's really not that interested or chase a woman. Let me tell you, anything that you have to chase is running from you. But there's a certain sect of men who better appreciate a woman who runs from him. He thinks, oh, she's more valuable. This is how we got into that phone call with Julius, where he was like, oh, like, white women are more valuable because they have to lower themselves to be with a black man, and they realize that she's making this sacrifice to be with a nigga because, you know, niggas is seen as rapists and all this other stuff. So she elevates him with her love. So he's bathed in the blood of Becky, as Cynthia says, right? So that he worships this woman because she doesn't want him, because she's harder to get, because her men exalt them. But let me tell you something right here. This right here, there's a flaw in that logic, because I myself personally have hung out with white girls who fuck on the first date, who fuck for coke, who fuck more than one man at a time, who turn coke into crack, smoke that shit up, suck dick after the club, roll with celebrity, all type. I've seen it and heard it all, right? And when a man who is interested enough in her decides he wants her, whether she fucked him on the first night or not, he brushes her off, dusts the leaves from, you know, laying out on the ground from the back of her hair, take off them ripped stockings, go buy her new pair of stockings, go take her to the salon and get that bottle blonde done up at $300 a pop, right? And then he washes her off, gives her some body wash, some scrub, some lotion, some shampoo, some Perel or whatever it is that she's conditioning her hair with. Let her get some rollers, come out with the big bouncy 50 wave curls, right? And then takes him around her friends. We have black men who are constantly going on and on and on about how they will not respect a woman who is sexually in touch, who wants to have intercourse with him sexually, because at the end of the day, he sees himself as a fucking beast. He sees his dick as dirty. This is why when you have intercourse with them, you become dirty too, because their black dick is dirty in their own mind, so that when you get touched by black dick, even if it's their own, you become dirty as a result. Do you hear what the hell I'm saying? If you hear what the F I'm saying, put up the number 4. If you're not hearing what I'm saying, put up the number 5. Let's go do that right now. If you hear me, put up the number 4. If you don't hear me, put up the number 5. I'm going to do our survey right now. I'd like to see those numbers. I want to see those numbers, right? You all, cause like I say this, but some people hear me, some people don't. Some people hear me, some people don't. So I want to see whether or not you all hear me. We have Akashi Walk, come make me shut up, mother effer. You see, the thing is that you sit down in the comments and you talk your foolishness, right? Hey, let me get the survey back up on the screen. All right. So, people hear me. People hear me. Right. It's because, listen, let me ask you a question. Let me tell you something. Listen, I told you I've hung out. I lived in Miami for a few months, South Beach. I did. This is where I saw a lot of what it is that I saw, right? You think them white girls ain't fucking on the first date? Listen, how many white girls we got out here in my comments? I know you all be lurking. I know you lurk. Come on. White women, please come forward and tell the truth. If you know, say that your white sistren them does get down on their knees, sucking dick on the first date, gargling balls, swallowing nuts, and taking it up the butt, the front, the wherever, with indiscriminately. If you know, go ahead and put up a 6. Listen, I'm only asking people who have first-hand account. I don't want you to assume. Don't assume. Put up the number 6. If white women are truly the vision of virtue and purity, and they are waiting until a true connection is formed, and that's the true telltale sign right there, please go put up the number 7. If white women are really these pure angelic beings, because I know, and I did not know this, and black women are walking around, ew, look at you, hell, you must cover up yourself. Meanwhile, Becky in them, Becca is down there on her at the, but listen, you can't get into the club. They like, oh, it's something, something, something. Then the security, she go around the corner with security. The next thing you know, you all got VIP entrances. You don't know what happened. You don't ask no damn questions. All right. So the survey is coming in. This is the survey. The survey is coming in. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. Where's the 7s? I'm looking for the 7s. Because they'll stand up there, because listen, I'm telling you, I lived in Miami. When I lived in Miami, there was a Super Bowl party that had come through. All of these big brolic, these big buck black men. So it's like these linebackers, these big dudes, these quarterbacks, these sons, these dudes, right? All just, it's like you couldn't even get into the clubs. It was so jammed, shoulder to shoulder, because there were so many big men in there. You think them hoes was like, I'm sorry, I don't mean to say the word, listen. But you think them white women were like, no, Jamal, I'm not having intercourse after just meeting you after the club. No. I told you I saw this gorgeous, big-bodied, brolic man pushing his way through the crowd to get to me. I was young in all my glory. Vision of perfection. Oh my goodness. Listen, if you think I'm cute now, when I was young and had innocence in my face, the cuteness was so sublime. It was unbelievable, right? This big, brolic, just big-bodied boy was pushing his way through the crowd to get to me. And I saw him pushing people out of the way to get there. And I was like, you know how you have to look away with the eyelashes and look down so that you could look back up again, right? When I looked back up again, this same big brolic bum was pushing me out the damn way. And I was like, what the hell? Right? And then I looked, and there was this plain Jane white girl, doughy, not nickel-plated hard and buns of steel, none of that. This doughy, plain-looking white girl was behind me, because the club had all types of brown people in there. And there was this white girl, and he nearly bumped me down onto the damn ground to get to the white girl who was on the other side of me. And I was like, God damn. I was like, what the, right? And you think they wasn't fucking on the first night? Come on. You think all these girls going to the football camps and riding up in the buses, you think they're not fucking on the first night? You think some of these girls are not fucking a man that another black man knows, and then he come and get sloppy seconds? And you think that the girls that they're marrying, these white girls that these football players are marrying, you think that they are the symbol of virtue and purity? Come on. You all know better than that. You know better than that. So it's like when it comes to them, they see their value. But when it comes to you, they don't see your value, black woman. They don't see your value. They're like, ugh. They're like, ugh. You black bitch, you need to prove yourself to me because you ain't worthy. You ain't worthy. Jasmine, what were you not ready for, dear? I'm trying to call this. Hey, you're on the air live with Tanya. What's your
Hello?
name? Yeah, what's your name? You're on the air live.
Hello, this is, well, I'm going to use my alias. It's Shelly.
Hi, Shelly. Like Shelly Thunder?
Like, hello?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a delay, so just talk to me through the phone, okay? Make sure you're not listening to the computer.
Okay.
So it's Shelly. Like my name is Thunder Shelly Lily, and me, I'm from the New York City, like that.
No, it's just my nickname.
All right, so go ahead, Shelly. So what is your comment today? So you're Caribbean. I'm calling
Okay.
you in the Caribbean today. Which island?
Yes, I am calling from the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Oh, my island sister! Ah,
Yes, of course.
hey, SKN in the house! Hey! If you are from St. Kitts Nevis, throw up your flags. Come on, let's see that red, black, green with the 2 stars. Come on. So welcome onto the air, my sister. Come on, talk to me. Let's hear about, are you Kittian or Division? Let's hear this now.
I don't want to disclose that if that's
Oh,
okay.
okay. Oh, that's fine. This is
Small
cool.
place.
It's true. I true. Go ahead.
Thanks for understanding. Yes, but I am from the Federation and my parents are actually Jamaican. I was born in the Federation and I left the Federation at about 11 years old, and
Okay.
I lived in the Bronx for 3 years.
The Bronx too, and we never saw one another. All right, go ahead. Tariko, maybe we have, but go ahead. If you're
Well,
calling
yeah, so I
in, you
did middle
probably
school
know
there.
me. So go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Came back to the Federation and I spent some time in Jamaica for school as well as Trinidad.
Okay.
So I've lived in both of those islands as well. And so I'm back in the Federation now.
Okay. All right.
So I kind of wanted to mention, first of all, that, we are from the same slave trade. We have very similar pathologies happening here in the Caribbean.
Okay.
You know, I mean, if I may mention that recently the Federation has actually had to pay criminals not to do crime in the Federation, which I think is atrocious. And it speaks a lot to, the standards that we have been upholding for men here.
Yeah. So
So I know the show
dating.
is Black Men. I'm hoping that that's open to me talking about Black men in the Caribbean as well.
Well, I want to know whether or not when you were living in the Bronx, did the black men who were American treat you better?
Oh,
Because
no. No, I was in my first little, play relationship when I was in the Bronx. It was shortly before I left. And what was revealed about him to me was that he was he lied a lot. He lied about who he was. He was really just trying to get me to give him my V.
oh
And
my.
I had actually people that I knew that people here knew had to come and tell me like what his character was like. And he was my age, which was
Wait, it's your
really
phone is
shocking.
breaking up. Your phone is breaking up. Sorry, but I didn't hear the last sentence that you
Oh,
said after he was trying to
I
get
have
your
full
V.
strength Wi-Fi. Is it any better now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. So his character was just very shady. I had a very bad experience there. I can remember my thing about the guys in America were that they were aggressive in a more intimidating kind of way more often.
Okay.
Um, so as well as I was very much fetishized in the Bronx. It was kind of obvious that I'm Caribbean. I am from a kind of mixed background, so I'm lighter skinned. You know, I still have very coarse hair, but they made a really big deal about me being lighter skinned,
Mm,
and that had made me uncomfortable. I remember
mm.
feeling really uncomfortable about that.
What would they say
They
about you
made it a
being
bigger
lighter
issue.
skinned?
Hmm.
What would they say about you being lighter skinned? How would they make a big deal about it? Saying what?
Okay, well, the same one that I ended up having to run from, he used to go on and on about how light skinned I was and how our kids would be so light skinned. And, it was a lot. And then the Caribbean thing, his family was Caribbean as well. But that whole Caribbean light skin thing was his big thing. And I got, well, even here, like people mistake me for being like Santa Domingan, and what is really troubling as well is when they assume those things about me, they get even more disrespectful, depending on the situation. Like they're more explicit with what they say. They try to embarrass you as if to say that, because you're from Santo Domingo, which I've had a lot of people say, oh, she must be Santo Domingan, and then they just proceed to slander me, like it's really funny because I don't say anything in those situations. I just kind of
This is very
walk really
interesting. You
fast,
know,
really
you're
far
bringing
away.
up, you're
But
bringing up a lot
um,
of. Can you hear me? You're bringing up a lot of peripheral issues into this. So for those of you who don't
okay.
know, in the island in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, a lot of the women who come over from the Dominican Republic come over and don't
Hmm.
have opportunities to earn income outside of selling their bodies. So there's already a
Yes.
stigma that's attached to Dominican women on
Yeah.
St. Kitts Nevis. I don't know if it's like that in other islands, but there, that's what they're doing. They're standing up against the walls, and some men even
Well,
traffic them there for that.
yeah,
So
that's true. There's a lot of trafficking that happens, but I find that they come from a lot of different islands as well, including Jamaica and Guyana, from what I've seen. But there are a lot of small business owners from Santo Domingo. Like a lot of the percentage of small businesses are actually owned by
well,
them.
listen, you
So
spend 10
I feel
years
like it's
selling
unfair to
punani and
just
earning up a
say,
nest egg, of course. You put aside some punani money and buy yourself a business. Which was listen.
well,
Come on.
I mean, I'm sure that that's possible, but I can't personally like confirm that.
All right. Listen, ain't
I just
nobody
do
asking
see
you to do the
hardworking Dominican
taxes. I
women.
know,
So I feel
cause,
like it's a
cause,
little
cause
unfair.
listen. All I'm saying is I'm just speaking from my own personal
Hmm.
observation, educating people
Yeah.
on why if a person on the islands think that you may be Dominican, why they may begin to act a
Yeah.
different way. And it goes back to what this guy
Yeah,
was
you're right.
saying
That is
about the
why they would
access to
feel that way.
intercourse.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So, but you said that
Hmm.
the one American guy that you dated who you got
Hmm.
the same black man, you said the man was also Caribbean.
Well, he was, but in my opinion, he wasn't immersed in the Caribbean culture. I don't know if I have a a little jaded of a perspective.
Okay.
Um,
Which island were his parents from?
to me, he was very culturally Black American, not fully immersed
Which island was his
necessarily in
parents
his Caribbean roots.
which island was his parents from?
Guyana.
Oh, he was
They didn't
Guyanese.
have accents either, and
His
it just
parents
wasn't.
did. His parents were from Guyana and didn't have accents.
No, no. Yeah.
How do
So
you know
I
they were
figure
from
they
Guyana?
had come to America younger.
All right, this is getting confusing.
Mhm.
So you're saying because they didn't have any accents, you feel that his parents may have come over young. How do you know that they were Guyanese?
No, he told me they were Guyanese.
Do you?
I
He
didn't
told you?
recognize them as being Guyanese. Like I can tell the different accents, but to me they have very American accents.
Okay. And did
Yeah.
you see them make any reference about being Guyanese? You know, sometimes people be lying.
Like once or twice. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't like, oh, eat this Guyanese food or this Guyanese music or we were just in Guyana. It was just kind of like a passing, like, oh yeah, they're from Guyana. It wasn't,
I got you. I got you. And you know
you
what?
know,
There's one of the places that people consider to be Caribbean that's actually in South Latin. Wait, is it Latin America, South America? And it is
South
like
American.
near. It's near Venezuela. Is that Guyana? That's the place that's near
Belize.
Venezuela. Oh no 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 no. Belize is
Well,
an island. That is also in Latin America. But there's another one that people consider to be Caribbean, but it's actually on like the continent of. Let me take a look at South America.
of South America, yeah.
Let me take a look because I
Guyana,
remember I
Suriname, I
was.
think.
No, 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 no. It's a popular one that a lot of people attribute to being Caribbean. Let me look at South America map. South America map. All right, let's take a look at this and see because it's one of them that is. Let's take a look at the map. All right. Yeah, look at this. So hold on. We're going to look at the map right now.
Yeah,
Let me pull
Guyana
this
is at the
up.
top of South America.
Yeah, so hold
Hmm.
on. I'm trying to get my thing. It's always like this when I open up this
No,
particular
she wants another
screen.
one.
All right, there we go. All right, so here is the map here. And if you all can see at the top here, because I remember when I went traveling to South America, because I passed through Colombia, look, Venezuela, and then
Hmm.
next to Venezuela is Guyana. So a lot of
Yeah,
people think that like Guyana is in the Caribbean, but Guyana is
yeah.
really in South America. And when I found that out, I was
And
like, is there another Guyana?
I'm not sure if I'm correct, but they may be a part of the Commonwealth countries, which is majority, well, is basically the Caribbean. Over here.
So that's my anyway, this call has gone on and I'm not really sure if we even got to the base of what we were talking about on this call. So Shelly,
Well,
we
in my
appreciate.
experience, no, they don't treat us any better.
All right. Well, thank you so much for calling in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you. Thank
thank
you.
you.
All right. All right. So, um, all right. So what we're going to do is we are going to. I have already told you all that if you want to get in on the WhatsApp call, to please, I'm going to alternate between the two. So I'm going to take in a call on a regular line. This is the telephone number. There's two Guyanas. How can there be two Guyanas? Oh my Lord. I hit the wrong button. Call back again. Let me look. Guyana map. Two Guyanas. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name? You're on the air live with Tanya. I need you to talk to me through the phone.
Hi, you can hear me?
Yeah, but you have to talk to me through the phone. The person who's calling me from the 758 area code, please listen. Let me answer this. Hold on.
Okay.
It's like, come on. Unbelievable. Face ID camera. Do not call me on WhatsApp. Send a message. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. Unless you want your phone number
Mhm.
out there. Come on, stop this madness. Look. Ugh. Unbelievable. See, this is what I'm saying. The iPhone is used for the apples. Your phone number is going to get exposed. Don't call on the WhatsApp because we have not figured out how to stop the calls from coming through. Just send a message. God, it's unbelievable. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
It's a knee.
Tiffany?
A knee, like a kneecap.
Oh, hi, Ani. You're on the air live. What? Talk to us.
So I'm half West African and then half Black American. What I don't understand is the divisiveness, or if that's proper way to say it. To me, like you said, it's based on the character of the man. He's not going to treat you any better because you're from somewhere else. There might be some factor of, and to me, that's immature. If a man looks at you like, oh, there's some exotic factor to that at first. But to me, especially with Black Americans and Caribbeans, the only difference to me is the culture and, you could say maybe the language and the geographic location. Because this is my opinion, and, I know that you are also from the islands, but you all you have African ancestry, and you're mixed with, European or whatever, colonization and what all that entailed as far as different groups mixing and reproducing. So I don't see the real difference. It also depends on how someone was raised. You can have a Caribbean woman who was raised a certain way that attributes to bad character. Same with a Black American woman. She had a great background of, was raised in a particular way, and she has good character. So I don't think there's a difference. And the telltale thing is when the lady was talking about that decal, to me, also, names. I can't really tell the difference between a Black American and a Caribbean person because your names are, for the most part, the same. You have the same last names as the colonizers. Versus, like, for instance, I'm just going to give an example, an African person, my first name and last name are very distinctive. I have no choice but to explain, where I'm from and who I am. But if you have to tell people, or you have to use a decal or a flag and all that, and again, none of that stuff matters. It has nothing to do with the character and who you are as a person.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
All right. So you have experience dating Black American men?
Yes, ma'am, I have. Mm-hmm.
And how do they treat you once they find out that you are half West African?
No different. As you can see, I do not have an accent. I lost that when I was very younger. So they don't, I don't think I get any cool points for that. They don't care. If they're going to treat me bad, if that's their character, they're going to do that regardless.
Okay.
So no, I don't get treated any different. I don't find that, I will say if I'm just comparing the men, there are pros and cons of dating both men. You're going to find cheaters. You're going to find men who, they show you who they are up front, and then they, change and switch. So it just depends. But one thing I will say is men, it seems like, and I'm just going to speak for African men, but I've heard Caribbean women say this as well, that they tend to run more game on Black American women because it's harder for them to find out. They know that African women and Caribbean women have a way to, find out if he has another family because we just have the connections in the community to be able to find that out. Versus Black American women, they don't have ties in the community, so it's harder for them to find out if they're lying. That's the only difference I see, is that sometimes they'll treat Black American women, they can hide more. And because they know, how are you going to find out? You don't have any ties into the community. That's the only difference that I've seen, which is horrible. That's not a good thing for him to, do that. Versus when they approach women of their own community, they typically are not going to lie to you because they know that you can find out. If he has a family, you ask around enough, and they'll be like, oh, who you talking to? Oh, no, he has a whole family, So that's really the only difference, just in my opinion.
All right. Well, I appreciate it sounds like, look, the type of person who would lie about having a family is a bum. Person's not a good person. They're a bum.
Exactly.
So it's like you getting a bum. This person calling in with the 264 area code, please stop calling. Stop calling. Do not call the WhatsApp number. This is so frustrating. Anyway, thank you so much for calling in. I'm irritated right now. Thank you. Have a great day.
Oh, no problem. You too.
All
Bye
right.
bye.
I'm irritated. Don't call if your WhatsApp call, we haven't figured out the technical issues. How many times do I need to say? You know what I'm going to do? If you're not going to listen to what it is that I'm saying, I'm blocking you on WhatsApp. Do not call the WhatsApp number because we have not figured out how to stop it from coming through. Stop calling. I am calling the people who send a message on WhatsApp and let me know what it is that the gist of what it is that they want to say. I'm getting ready to call someone in England right now who says that she's the Jamaican British black woman and would like to speak on the subject. The person from Barbados calling from the 246 number, please don't get your number blocked so that you'll never be able to call in. Stop calling. All right, you're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
My name's Queen Cascade.
Oh, Queen Cascade. We've spoken before.
Yes, we have. We have, Tanya.
All right, so welcome, Queen Cascade. Welcome. What is your comment I guess it's evening there. What's your comment this evening?
From my experience, because I have a Jamaican background, although obviously I sound British, the Jamaican in me pops out sometimes. Um, I've dated American men and I've dated all kinds of black men. I've found personally in my own experience and seeing the women in my family that we tend to get fetishized. Um, it tends to be that because I feel it's to do with the image of the music industry when it comes to like dancehall and artists like Spice.
Okay.
Um, there are men that they have that image when it sometimes comes to especially Jamaican women. And there's almost that assumption that you're able to bust it down, drop it down, and wind it down like Spice.
Okay, interesting. Interesting. So you believe that because of dancehall artists that women who are of Jamaican descent get fetishized in a sexual way because they think that you're going to be like a dance hall queen.
In yeah, basically yeah.
Okay. All right. And you're saying that Caribbean women then actually get treated worse because of the fetishization.
I think to a certain extent we get treated the same way as black women, as other black women. I think sometimes it's a case of the men or the man itself,
Mm-hmm.
his background, and sitting down and working out um, what his thoughts, his opinions, the kind of music, what his I'm trying to remember the word I'm looking for. But you kind of have to sort of sit down and work out that man's headspace.
Okay. All right. Well, you know what? We appreciate that. Thank you for giving your opinion on the matter. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you, Daniel.
All right.
Bye. Take care.
All right. And you know what? I'm sorry for being upset at the person who was calling and calling in. This is a person who's been sending messages. And so she knows that we are, listen, she knows we're having technical issues. So I'm going to jump to one of the regular calls and then we're going to take I'm going to call out from WhatsApp. You're on the air live with Tanya. What is your name?
Hi, my name is Anderson.
Hi, Anderson. So, what is your comment today?
My comment was about the question if black men treat Caribbean women better.
Okay.
Well, for most of it, I kind of I disagree because for most Caribbean men, they treat Caribbean women a little better. I'm Haitian descent, and I was raised in Florida, so I've seen a lot of the culture as far as Jamaicans, other Haitians, St. Lucians, all different type of backgrounds. So for what I know, for most of the Caribbean men, Jamaican, Guyanese, all different type of men, they grew up with this type of background of respecting women, like your mother, your sisters, your aunties, and um, listening to what older men and older fellas had to say. But as far as what I was exposed to in Florida, for black men that that has engaged with Caribbean women, they look at Caribbean women, I guess, a little different because they're not like how other American women are, and it's just I don't know. It's just it's very different. Now, mind you, there are different men. There are some that are good. There's some that are bad. All depends on the character and how they're raised or whatnot. But as far as what I've been exposed to, I have three sisters. All of them have dated American men, and all of them have gotten their heart broken. And I hate to see my sisters to go through heartbreak because of some men that just dogged them out and didn't really respect them and understand their self as a person and their dignity. But they also dated Jamaican. They also dated other Haitian, and they seemed to get a better respect, a better feedback from how they were treated. So
Okay, so let me
I
let me ask you this question. The question is about Black American men. Do Black American men treat Black Caribbean women better? That's the question. And you're saying that Caribbean men treat Caribbean women better. That's
Yes,
what it
so
sounds
I
like you're saying.
disagree. I disagree that black men treat Caribbean women better. I don't think so.
So can you differentiate so that we can understand what type of black man you're talking about? I've updated the title so that it was
Okay.
because when we first did the title, there wasn't enough space to type everything out. So I've typed everything out now. Do Black
Oh, okay.
American men treat Black Caribbean women better? That's the question.
No, they don't.
Okay. And so you're saying Black Caribbean men treat Black Caribbean women better.
I would say so. Yes, black Caribbean men would. They have they have an upstanding understanding from, their upbringing from the islands. Whether if you're, from
So will
Jamaica
so
or.
so question follow up questions just so I can understand. Are you saying
Mhm.
that Black Caribbean men would treat Black Caribbean women better than they would treat Black American women?
Um. Yes. Now, I wouldn't say all of them. I would say a majority of them. Like I said, there's good men and there's bad men also. But for the majority, from what I've been exposed to, um, most Caribbean men from the actual Caribbean, doesn't matter which island, they do because I guess because of the whole background of the Caribbeans of understanding, hey, I'm Jamaican, this person's Haitian, we're all from different parts of the island, but we have this I guess mentality, this kind of understanding, um, you know, I guess of a third world country of
Okay, let me ask you
of,
this question. Let me ask you this question.
mhm.
A man who would treat a woman bad, is he a good man?
A man. I'm going to repeat the question. A man that would treat a woman bad, is that a
Yeah.
good man?
Yeah, is he a good man?
I mean, to my knowledge, I wouldn't think so. As far as a good character of a man, if
Right,
they treat a,
exactly.
oh, yeah,
Exactly.
I wouldn't.
So my feedback is if there is a man who would treat a woman bad, he's not a good man. So if there is a man who will say, I'm going to treat this Black American woman bad, and then he goes and says, I'm going to treat this Black Caribbean woman good, that man is not a good man because it is okay inside of him to treat another human being poorly. Like if you're going to
I
abuse
wouldn't.
a woman, if you're going to lie to a woman, if you're going to cheat on a woman and all of
Hmm.
this, regardless of what her background is, you are representing yourself with that behavior.
Right.
So any man who treats a woman poorly is not a good man because you treat people bad. That doesn't make,
I
that's not
agree.
good character. So so any type of quote unquote favor, like, okay, if a Caribbean man is going to treat a Caribbean woman well, okay. But why would that
Hmm.
same man treat an American woman poorly? That's not a good man. Like,
I wouldn't
you
say,
could
yeah,
keep
I
him.
agree.
Keep
I
him.
wouldn't. But I'm just stating, I'm just, responding to the question that was, basically stated. Um,
And
that's just,
my
my
feedback,
opinion.
listen, I appreciate you calling in. My feedback is that the type of man
Hmm.
that would treat any woman poorly is not the type of man that any woman wants. If it is
Right.
okay inside of you to abuse another person, you're not cool people. You're not a good person if you abuse people. If it's okay inside of you to abuse people. I I I'm watching this show on
Hmm.
Netflix called Money Heist. It's a Spanish show, right?
I've
It's
watched
from,
it.
yeah. So the new season has come out, and something dawned on me from an episode that I saw last night, right? And so
Okay.
the episode that I saw, like, so there's this dude named the Professor, and he has a Muppety type of face. He's cool person in the show, right? Very intelligent,
Right.
lots of foresight and hindsight, all of that, right? And then there's
Right.
this person who is this police chief, and the police chief is backstabbing his own workers, cursing them out, belittling them, and all this, that, and the other. And so they have this
Hmm.
guy who they're like, oh, this guy is a criminal, he's a thief, he's an animal, he's all of these different horrible names, right? And then we have
Right.
another guy who is this in this respectable position. But when you see how one person treats their team, so yeah, he's okay with theft, right? But when you see the way he treats his team, when you see the way he treats human beings, when you see the way he interacts and how he will put his life on the line for them, you start to wonder, who is the real POS? Is the guy with the respectable position who is respectful to his higher ups, but will backstab, curse out, belittle, and denigrate the people who work around him, create all types of
Hmm.
false documents for the people working around him? Who is the real good person here? Who is the person who is the type of person that you would want in your inner circle? You know what I'm saying?
I do.
So
I do.
I'm thinking, all right. So if there's a dude out there who is okay with cursing a woman out, beating her down, emotionally manipulating her, lying about his family, using her for intercourse, and then he goes over here and
Hmm.
says, "Oh, woman of my country, I'm going to treat you well." No, there's still divots inside of you as a person, as a human being. You have
I agree.
issues that are going on that makes it acceptable for you when not under the watchful eye of your paisanos, when you're not under the watchful eye of your countrymen, then all of a sudden you're hell on wheels? Nah, come on. I mean, we have a lot
No,
of
I
people
definitely,
like that
I
in
agree.
religion. They're like, oh, this person is Satan. But if you look at them rampaging around the globe, killing, murdering, and enslaving, you're like, who is really Satan?
Right. It's like it's very hypocritical when you view it as such. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Um,
Well,
I definitely, I'm following from
I
what you're saying. I
appreciate you.
definitely follow.
I appreciate you calling in and giving your point of view. Thank you.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it.
All right. All right. So we're going to alternate back and forth between the WhatsApp calls and the whatchamacallit calls. All right. So we have Tanya from Aruba. No. She's calling me Tanya, but the way she's spelling my name, I thought she was talking about somebody else because she's talking about some Tania. There's not even a Y. There's no O in there, not even a Y. All right, the person from Aruba's not answering. So we're going to move on from Aruba. Oh,
Hello.
yes, hi. You're on the air live with Tanya. What is your name?
Hi, Tanya.
What is your name?
My name is Tanya.
Oh,
I'm from
so
Aruba.
so that is the way you spelling your name. Tania is your name.
Yes, correct, Tanya.
Okay. I thought you were misspelling mine. Okay. Okay. All right. Tanya. All right. So what
Yes,
is your
ma'am.
comment this afternoon, Tanya?
Well, I wanted to say, in my experience, black men everywhere, they face the same problems, the same issues.
Okay.
The same
So
in America, Africa,
what
or
is it that
Caribbean.
qualifies? What is it that qual? Wait, are you okay, my dear? It sounds like you're not really ready to take this phone call. It sounds like you're out by the side of the road.
The connection is very bad.
It is, but are you? Can you get somewhere quiet?
I'm outside right now.
Okay, so go ahead, finish up your statement, and then we're going to jump to the next call.
Yes. So, black men, regardless of geographical location, they all face the same thing. Black women stay losing because the self hate, the the light skin colorism, favorism, preference, it's all the same.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your point of view. Thank you. All right, so all right. So let's see. We shall call the next person from WhatsApp. So I believe we spoke with the person who says I'm West African and would like to call. Um, Listen, I'm taking the WhatsApp calls for people who are calling internationally. Don't only It's only for international people. Otherwise, I'm alternating. 513 area code. Is that in the US? Let's see where 513 area code is. 513. I think that's Texas, isn't it? 513 area code Cincinnati. Nope. So if you are in the United States, call in on the regular number. The WhatsApp are for international people. So we have John from Namibia, Africa, who wants to contribute to the topic. Okay, let's see. He said 2 minutes ago. I don't know what happened 2 minutes ago. All right.
Hi, Tanya.
Yeah, hi, John from Namibia. What is your comment this Are you in Namibia right now?
Uh, yes, I can actually hear you.
Okay,
My
wonderful.
comment is actually very simple.
We have a little bit of a delay, so just continue.
All right. My guys, just excuse me for my accent, no? Because I'm actually from another part of the world. So just our accent here.
Listen, there's no need. Listen. There's no need for you to try to apologize for having an accent. You have an accent. Let's continue going forward.
Okay, but okay, my point was with regard to how American men or fellow Caribbean woman, there isn't really a distinction. It all depends like how the person feels about you as a woman when they approach you at first sight. You know, I as a guy can approach a woman, a black woman, but what I just want to keep it for the night, and then after that, that's it.
You know, your
So,
phone is cutting in
meaning
and out,
the
so it's
next
difficult.
morning,
Yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult to hear because your phone is cutting in and out. So is your internet stable? Because the phone is just cutting out. I can't. It's hard to hear.
okay, I really don't know what seems to be the problem.
Am I on speakerphone? Am I connected to a
Say,
headset?
okay, let me try some headsets.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. There we go.
All right, let's see now.
Can you
Let's
hear
see
me?
the No, it's the same, but I don't know if everybody else has a poor connection like me. Maybe other people can hear. It's just me. But go ahead. So say your sentence.
Okay, my sentence is it all depends what that person, I as a man approach a woman, what I want from the woman. It depends how I will treat you from. Okay, so if I approach you, let's you for the night. After you give me some, obviously things are not going to be the same. Doesn't matter if you are white or black, just like that. So, but then, circumstances differ. That okay, I might just want to get some from you, and then you give me some, but then the next moment I feel like, yo, it was so good. I still want it, so I will start treating you nice. Ooh, yeah, it also happens with other white ladies, even here in my geographic area. She's a sister. You can be white. I was like, okay, I'm black, so I really had a white flesh, so let me try. And I just hate it. The next morning, I'll start thinking like, probably because I have
Okay.
forgotten that the whole, like some legends were made and just want something different. Maybe we all can't be eating. Okay, so that's beside the point. But my point
Okay.
is,
I'm just hoping that other
the
people were
men.
able to hear you. I'm gonna say what it is I think you said. You're saying that if you want, all you want is to get some, and some meaning sex, then you
Mm,
will, but you're not going to treat the person different whether they're white or black or what country they come from. Is that what you said?
hmm.
Okay.
So yeah, that's what it is. So ladies, we don't really like kind of what
I
to say.
can't hear you.
Now,
I'm so
us men are
sorry.
teaching us like,
I'm going to have to let you go because it doesn't make sense to keep the call on if I can't hear anything that you're saying. So I appreciate you trying, but this call when you listen to the recording back and playback, you'll see what I'm saying. It's just not a good callback. It's not a good. All right? So thank you so much.
okay, cool.
All right. I'm so sorry. The call just could not connect. I'm going to turn back on the regular um phone line. So the regular phone line is open for people in the United States or people who want to call directly. So WhatsApp calls, remember, do not call me on WhatsApp. Just send a message. You're on the air live with Tanya. What's your name?
Hello, my name is Zara. How are you today?
Hi, you said your name was Vala?
Zara,
Oh,
Zara.
Zara. Okay. Hey, Zara. So what's your comment this afternoon?
Okay, so my family, I'm Trinidadian American, and my perspective on this is that Caribbean women don't get treated any better. We just have a different treatment on how they deal, and it's different depending on one, if the person is also an American citizen when it comes to black men, black American men, and black Caribbean women. Right now, I have a family member who has a friend who is dealing with a black American man, and she doesn't have her papers. He has two children with her, married, and he basically abuses her. He only gives her $100 a month to take care of the kids. And I've heard so many stories like that, like how Black American men will, in order to get the girl, oh, I'll take care of you, I will support you. You don't have any family here. I'm gonna be your family. But then as soon as they marry them, it switches. So I can definitely say there is no difference. It's just a different type of abuse. Um, One thing I
Yeah,
will also
I just
say is
I
American
want to
women.
I want to
Yes.
address that real quick. I just want to address that because we
Mhm.
spoke somewhat about that on the phone call that we had with the dude who called in, right?
Mhm.
An abusive person is going to be an abusive person. Like a person who's not a good person
Mhm.
just isn't a good person. Like this person looked for a person who was vulnerable.
Mhm.
He looked for a person who was vulnerable so that he could abuse her.
Mhm.
And
Well, what
he
I
found
I'm
that
sorry. Go
in
ahead.
her. So he just found a particular type of vulnerability that he could abuse.
I agree. But what I was more so trying to say in terms of that is that her being Caribbean didn't make him treat her any better. As a matter of fact, it was just an added way for him to abuse her in whatever way. He's a terrible person, but I'm just saying her being Caribbean didn't have anything to do with it.
Right. See,
The same.
this, I'm sorry, but this example is so niche. This is such a specific example because do you have proof of him treating other women better? Women who are American. Do you have proof of him treating American women like the queens that he feels that they are? Do you have proof of that?
Well, no.
Okay,
That's
okay
not what
then. No,
I
no, no,
don't
no,
have
no.
to.
Right. No, 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 no. It's a comparison, right? So the woman who
Mhm.
called in was saying that Black American men treat Black Caribbean women better. I asked her for an
Mhm.
example of a Black man that she knew that treated a Black American woman poorly and then went to her and treated her well, and she didn't have an example. So I need for you
Mhm.
to also have an example of this man who is an obvious abuser, of him
Mhm.
being a great person someplace else. Because my theory
Mhm.
is nakers are going to nake, bums are going to bum, and abusers are going to find people that they can abuse. And this man, we don't have an example of him being nice to any woman. We only have examples of him
Right.
being an abuser because he's abusive.
Right. So that's what I was saying. More so, my comment was everything is based off of the person's character. I was just giving you a little bit of background of things that I've seen, at least from the Caribbean point of view. I have seen American, not that same one, but American men and Caribbean women, and they have beautiful relationships. I was just giving that point of view, but I was saying that all to say that they can be abusive. They just abuse in different ways depending on the situation. I agree with you that it's not, this versus this. If they're trash people, they're just going to be trash.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in and giving your point of view. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we're going to switch back over to WhatsApp calls. And so we are going to jump over to a person from St. Lucia. A teacher in St. Lucia who would like to join the conversation. All right, let's see. Lunar says Dr. Dre is always going to be a Dusty.
Hello.
Yes, hi, you're on the air live. What is your name?
Hi, my name is Saski.
Hi, Saski. So you're on the air. What's your comment about this whole scenario?
Okay.
Hold on. I need you to bear with me for just
I
one moment. Saski, hold on for a moment. Hold on.
okay.
There's a person named Carmen who is like, hold on. Let me find this comment. Let me just find this comment real quick so that I could just handle this real quick, right? There's a person named Carmen Renee that says Tanya just wants to debate. LOL. Hey, Carmen, you're out of here. Go play. Go look. Tricks are for kids. Go play with Silly Rabbit. Go play someplace else. This is not the place for it. All right. So, you're on the air. I'm sorry, Saski. Go ahead. We just had to have a
That's
quick block
fine.
party, real quick. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm hearing an echo. Is that me or is that on your end?
It could be on your end because I don't hear an echo.
You don't hear it? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay, so I will tell you my experience. I live in St. Lucia. I grew up in St. Lucia. I am Barbadian. And I'm from like an entire Caribbean family. My sister's Vincentian. I also lived in Toronto for a good few years and also did some work in America for a good 3 years legally. Okay. So, from my perspective, I would have to say that Black men, okay, it depends on their character. It doesn't depend, it's not about whether they are Black American or African or Caribbean. If you're not a good person, you're not a good person.
Okay, tell me,
What
Saskia, how does your comment differ from comments that we've already had? What is the perspective that you want to add that is different?
I want to add, no, I would like to say that how I find some Caribbean men are not just Black American men, but I want to speak in Caribbean men. Um, they could be they are okay because of how we grew up. We grew up in a very Christian society. So this thing about marriage, I find in America, a lot of Black men are not into marriage. In the Caribbean, they are, from my experience, right? I think it's the way that we were brought up in a Christian society that marriage is something. It's also seen something like as a status. It makes people respect you more. So they would marry you, and they will take care of you from my
Because of
experience.
Jesus Christ?
Hello?
Yes, I'm asking because of Jesus Christ. Is that why people want to get married?
Yes. From my experience.
So then my question is, right? If Jesus Christ is the catalyst for a person to want to get married, then is that person really any how good is a person who is only doing the right thing because of someone else or some other entity or some other force or the white man coming and bringing religion to your island?
Well, that's not a good reason for anyone to want to get married, but there is this fear that religion puts on people because, we all want to go to heaven, quote unquote. And so, and also they make you feel like if you have sex outside of marriage, then you go to hell. The thing about it, though, is that they also cheat a lot, right? And they are not all of them. I have to keep saying not all of them, but there is a perversion also that I think that also stems from religion because sex is seen as so taboo. And I think once something is so taboo in a community, it becomes perverted, right? Also, we have to look at the laws of the land. I find in the States, if someone has sex with another person underage or something gets done about it, it just gets swept under the cover. There is no sex registry. There's nothing, People in power do it. It's just a whole cesspool, right? What I also find, me living also in Barbados, a lot of guys then when they hear that I grew up in St. Lucia, they all want to date me, but I know they all want to date me because they hear how St. Lucian women are very submissive and they're very domesticated. So, and there's a guy I dated some American guys, and they're of the same opinion in some sort of way. So I think it's just a whole thing of how much can we take advantage of women, whether you're Black or whether you're white or whether you're wherever. It's more of we want to take advantage of you and how much can we get from you. That's just what I think.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your comment. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay. My goodness. I am annoyed. I'm annoyed. I feel like, all right. I'm annoyed. I feel like, I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it today. I'm getting off of here. I'm going to read the apples. All right. Let's read the apples And I'm gonna get out of here. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I don't know. Something is off. It could be me that's off, but something is off. Something's off. Something's off. Jacqueline sends $5 and says, non-exotical Caribbean women get treated the same. Listen, even if they are exotic, this is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, let me just see this. There's a false premise embedded in the question. Because the type of man who treats another person, quote unquote, better because of who that other person is, the type of man who would do that is not a prize. That type of man is a problem. And so whether he's treating you better because you're an exotical, treating you better because you're foreign, treating you better because you're exotic, treating you better because you're a preference, if he is treating a person with some sort of temporary favor because of who he perceives that person to be, I'm telling you, that person is not a prize, he is a problem. And so you're not getting anything better. You're getting a problem because you're getting a man who abuses other people, who then comes to you and maintains a level. Because one of the things that I think that we're not paying attention to is the woman who called in last night, who talked about how these Black American men treat her better. One person came in and she said it. She gave all of these examples. She couldn't give an example of a man who had treated an American woman poorly, but then came to her and treated her well. What she showed was that she has to advocate for herself and get rah-rah and get into a different energy with them because that's what they brought to her and that's what she had to push back out to them. But one thing that I think we're missing is she's not happily married. With all of this great treatment, where is the happy marriage with the functioning family and all of this wonderful treatment? Because I'm telling you, the type of man who abuses another woman, he's a problem. He is a problem person. I wish that you could hear me. Cookie sends $10 and says, not decal. Girl was delusional. This is what I'm saying. She even felt that the decal in her car. So a person will come up and be like, hey, yo, homie, what's up with you? Hold on, let me go. Hold on. So the person is going to be like, hey, BITCH, what's up with you? And then you're going to turn around and be like, and then they're going to be like, oh, queen. Oh, queen. I didn't realize that you from the Caribbean. Oh, praises. Oh, they're going to be like, hey, yo, you black B. And then you're going to turn around. You're going to be like this. They're going to be like, you black B. And you're going to turn around and be like, no. I mean, come on. This is like, come on. What are we saying? What are we saying? He's going to be like, I'ma beat your ass, BITCH. And he's going to lift his fist up. And you're going to be like, think again. I mean, come on. This is like, why are we doing this? So that you're gonna be like, you're gonna walk around now and you're gonna be like, I'm gonna get my respect. I'm gonna walk around with I'm gonna be out there, I'm gonna be like, hey, yo, shorty, what's your name? What's that now? You see this? I mean, come on. It's like, I want us to be real. I don't understand. So that you're gonna be like, so that you're gonna be driving around, you're gonna be like, minding your business, listening to your music, and then somebody's gonna pull up beside you and be like, hey yo, shawty. And you're gonna be like, hold on for a moment. Then you're gonna put on some calypso, you're gonna be, or some soca, you're gonna be like, hey, and you're gonna put your decal up on the car, and you're gonna be like, what you was saying now? What you saying? Huh? I mean, come on. It's like, why are we pretending as if any type of person, now listen, a person that you don't know, will a person perhaps in a temporary state, Will a person in a temporary state be on their best behavior while they're trying to gain your favor or get something from you because they think that you're a certain something? But that's not because of you. That's because of who it is that they are. And they're not able to maintain that because it was never real to begin with. Oh my goodness. All right, let's finish reading the apples. So Cookie was like, not the decal exactly. And then Tony comes in and says, we are all subjected to the stereotypes, and a whole bunch are coming in now. And that person's personal feels and hang-ups. Alexa, play Garnet Silk, A Man is Just a Man. Listen, and you're going to turn that on in people's houses. Alexa, play Garnet Silk, A Man is Just a Man. Now all over the country, people who got those things inside their house is going to be playing it. Watch. If your Alexa turned on and started playing it, go ahead and put up the number 8. Let's see whose Alexa is listening. All right. And then Lesline sends $10. Thank you, Lesline. And we are going to send our heart. And then she comes back and she has a message. And she says, in West Africa, same black men. Wow, that's sad. That's sad. Claire comes in with $1 and says, used to live in Miami. LGT white hoeing is real. Wait. You used to live in Miami. Haitian-ite white. Oh, what is LGT? Legitimate. Haitian legitimate. Okay, so you're Haitian, Claire. White hoeing is real. Listen, it sure is. It sure is. I'm telling you that right now. Claire sends another $1 and says, your character is who you are. Can't hide long. Exactly. This is what I'm saying. You can't hide it for long. You can't hide it for long. Aquanetta sends 111 and says, I believe Sinji is right. BM worshiping society. Okay, tell me how that relates to what it is that we're talking about here in this conversation. She comes back with another 111 and says, the delusion is frustrating. I'm feeling very frustrated today. But you know, as a woman, we go through our hormonal fluctuations. So I don't know whether or not, you know, it's something internal. Claire says Dominicans are known to prostitute in the islands. This is sad, but I feel you on that. Liz sends $2 for support. Thank you, Liz. And she sends $1 and says nothing. So I'm Afro-Latina and BM are a nightmare. Okay, well, okay, thank you for your point of view. There's not much context for that because, you know, some people are called Jennifer Lopez Afro-Latina, you know, so it's like we don't really know what a person means by that. Claire says sexualization of mixed light women is a problem. Yes, and you know, and let me tell you, and I'm glad Cynthia is doing the work that she's doing because biracial and ambiguous and multi-ethnic women are coming forward with the same complaints, and then now black men are angry at them. So it's like, come on. Deborah sends $5 and says, wish I could hide. What are you? You ain't Jamaican. Oh, that is sad. So you must have like a phenotype that makes people ask, what are you? And be like, you ain't Jamaican. Like there aren't even Chinese people in Jamaica. Angelita sends $15 and says, we're no longer traditional / so don't sleep on us. Listen, I feel you on that. I feel you. All right. So listen, I'm sorry for I really, really tried during this broadcast. There were a lot of different things that irritated me, starting with the technical issue of not being able to stop the WhatsApp call from coming in. I got a message from my admin. So she sent me how to get rid of, how to stop WhatsApp calls. How to stop WhatsApp calls on iPhone. All right, let's see. How to disable WhatsApp calls. It's like, so what? I don't even know what year this has come out. This is saying, turn off WhatsApp call notifications from the lock screen. This is not even, this is an Android that they're showing. And then we're supposed to use a FOAD. So now they want us to download some other app. It doesn't matter. I'm not taking any more calls anyway. Listen, go ahead. What is your self-love lesson? This was a horrible video. I don't even know why I decided to do a video today. It just came out horrible. This is why, like, when I go and I take my breaks and I don't do videos, like, I really thought that I could do a video today, but the video just came out horrible. And I'm sorry to everybody who just didn't have a good experience. I didn't have a good experience during this broadcast. So I just want to get out of here, honestly. And MS says the topic is not that interesting. I think the topic is very interesting, but I think that there's a flaw in the logic of the topic, which just isn't really going to get us the conversation that we want anyway. You know? Nine says, ladies, get your decals for protection. You better. They be like, oh, let me buy you that bottle of wine, shorty. And you be like, I don't want the bottle of wine. Thank you, though. And then when you go out and they go to punch you and bite your eye out, you go like, you put this up on your eye. You be like, think again, brother. Think again. You be like, think again. Think, think. I mean, come on. Oh, so there are people who said that they enjoyed Azusa says the topic was great. Someone else laughed very hard during the video. Somebody missed some of it. Somebody else says Tanya is right. You know, I'm gonna try to get myself. I'm just gonna relax today. I'm gonna relax, and I'm listen. I'm gonna. I don't know. You know, I hate when I have technical problems. That throws me off. And then with people calling, when I ask them not to call, and then sending me harassing messages behind the scenes, it's just, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. But you know what? I realized I could have handled that better. I could have handled it better. But it's just a lot easier to just say, listen, don't call, because I had to literally stop to start texting people back, please don't call. And that then is frustrating. It's just a lot of frustrating thing. I'm not going to drink any wine. This pandemic has taken away my, it's taken away my ability to even drink, really. It's taking, I can't even, like, I went to brunch and had champagne, had a hangover the next day from one glass. And champagne used to be my favorite. But like I told people, like, even my family began eating vegetarian during the pandemic because that's what it is I was cooking. So, you know, it's like, maybe we just ate too clean or whatnot. No. Lori says, I'm enjoying it. Every day cannot be perfect. Somebody else says, we love you, Tanya. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, you know what always makes me feel better. You know what does. So, all right. Well, listen, we might as well go on and say goodbye to everyone. Listen. Go on and get out of here. Tell me what your self-love lesson was in today's video. All right. All right. That's the first go round. A little warm, little stiff too. Little stiff. Let me see if I can get some. Let's see if I can get warmed up. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I got this dollar wine going. All right. The dollar wine. Then let me take it down to 50 cents. Let me take it down to a quarter. All right. Let's get back to the dollar. All right. Okay. All right. Loosen that up with this big dollar wine. All right. All right. Here we go. Then we got the side by side. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. All right. That dollar wine loosened it up. All right. All right. Hey. 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 Okay. All right. All right. That loosened it up a little bit more. All right. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we got one more can. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Hey. Let's see if we go down low. Down low, get the squats on, okay? The hips are loosened up, okay? The hips are loose, okay? hips. Okay, let's see if we get a bounce in here. All right, that juke. All right, for those of you who don't know what a juke is, let me show you real quick what a juke is. Here we go, this is a juke right here. That's a juke. So come on, let's get that juke together. Come on, juke. On that note, listen. Aqua says her thighs are burning. It'll do it to you. It'll do it to you. Hey, come on. One more again. Come on. Come on. Hey. 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 All right, and I will see you all in the next video. Tanya TKO, and I'm out, y'all. Look, go out and love one another. Most importantly, love yourself. And part of loving yourself is knowing